Before I start this list, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostle, as a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to 144,000 men that's pushing and believing His word in all true sincerity and sacrificing their lives and wants to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father, name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son, name is Yahweh Shai. And Lord, one this video is edifying, quick, and straight to the point. This video right here would be entitled, "We Don't Need to Catch a Flight and Teach." And Nate, it was not CGI, but an AI video of Nate saying, Nate said it himself, basically saying he challenged all these other Israelite groups to go to another part of the earth or to another country and teach. Well, ultimately, that's not what's commanded of us, And he said, put the keyboards down, boots to the ground. And that's exactly what he said. So now, we getting on Nate again. Every week is something with the individual, man. And the Heavenly Father going to judge him based on everything he's been doing. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to deal with the statement he said. He challenging us to other Israelite groups to go to other nations and teach, and that we cannot afford to do that. And then also you have to think as well. Just because you go to another nation and that don't mean you can teach on the highways and byways. There's laws that these other nations follow that we might not even know about. Like, for example, when that so-called black woman, the black woman went to Dubai and she was yelling and making a scene, stuff like that. We can't go overseas and do that. We don't know the laws of these other nations. These other nations could literally put us in jail for teaching the word and bringing attention to ourselves. But anyway, I'm going to start off in Psalms chapter 19 and verse 1. This will be a short little video. This is Psalms chapter 19, and start at verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Lord, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night sheweth knowledge. And the Lord having this word, this truth go out day and night. Verse 3, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. And the Lord has it to where even if an Israelite Gentile, let me say it like that, Israelite Gentile can understand what's being said, because the Lord has it to where you can translate. You got closed captions, and then on YouTube videos you can translate what they say, and it goes into their language. Their line is gone out all Salakia. Let me read that. It's Psalm chapter 19 and verse 4. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. And the Lord had Esau Edom got fiber optic cables at the bottom of the oceans, going to and from the whole earth, quite literally. Esau Edom has it to where those fiber optic cables sends wavelengths to the satellites, and those fiber optic cables are literally underneath the earth and stretch all over the earth, so that the Lord had them set that up that way so the internet could travel everywhere. Let me see. That was the rest of that, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the rest of that. Because now, I'm about to go to Job real quick. This is Job chapter, 39? It's Job chapter 39 and 9. Because ultimately, even though, the Lord did us a big favor. The internet is what the Lord uses. The Lord created the internet. And that's something from on high. That's a blessing as well, because we don't, not all our brothers could afford to go overseas. A vast majority of our brothers don't have the wealth that Nate have. A vast majority of our brothers are not able to say, I'm going to leave my kids and my wife behind and go teach somewhere. No, we can't do that. We can definitely not afford to do that nowadays. Even with everything that's going on, even with the jobs. Now some brothers can, but not all brothers can. The apostles have not went out what the apostles have not left the soil of America, aka Babylon, and teaching a whole nother nation. But you see, the apostles, the fruit of the apostles, is went throughout the four corners of the earth. And by the four corners of the earth, I'm not talking about just Babylon, all over. The apostles and elders been teaching for decades, 3-4 decades. So ultimately, the Lord had it to where individuals caught on to it. You don't have to go put your boots on the ground and teach in a whole nother country. If you're not born in that country, why would you go over to that country, a foreign country that has foreign policies, has foreign laws that you might not even know about? This is Job chapter 39 and verse 9. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee, or abide by thy crib? And yeah, the Lord has it to where the unicorn, which is the internet, is literally abiding at the crib. You could get on the internet, type up Israelite groups or GMS or IUIC, ISUBK, so on and so forth. The Lord has it to where that the internet is going throughout the whole earth. So there's no excuse. That's why we say, if in 2025, if not even just 2025, if you don't know who you are by now, that you just know. Everybody know who it is now. You know if you're an Israelite or not. You genuinely know if you're an Israelite or not. There's no if, ands, or buts about, oh, maybe. No. You know if you're an Israelite or not. So now from there, I'm going to go to Daniel 12. Yeah, because I'm not going to make this long. I got to go in pretty soon. This is Daniel chapter 12. Yeah, I went the wrong verse. Wrong chapter. This is Daniel chapter 12, and even it was written in Daniel. A lot of these prophecies in the Old Testament wasn't fulfilled to a recent 30, 40 years ago. The unicorn was not fulfilled until 1969, and not even that. You had John the Baptist, which is Elijah, which is other high priest Abba Bibbins. You know, he came on the scene in 1969. Then you had the satellites, that so-called space race. You know, you had all of these things going on. Prophecies in this Old Testament has took it off. You know, and by took it off, I mean it just started. That certain prophecies wasn't fulfilled till recent. This is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And I'm really focused on the last part, because the knowledge shall be increased. That means the technology in the modern day, not just the technology, but what's the word I want to use? Your everyday needs. Not everyday needs. What's the word I'm looking for? But I say modern day needs, but knowledge has grown, which means inventions was made. The internet, phones, tablets, Wi-Fi, whatever. You know, you ain't using the radio to listen to the word. I mean, some brothers could, but you know, you using the phones, using tablets, using cellular devices to listen to the word. Knowledge has been increased. So over the last few hundred years, Esau Edom, knowledge of how it was given by the Heavenly Father ultimately, obviously, but knowledge has grown. You know, back in ancient days, they used the pigeon to send messages, you know, or a messenger, a physical messenger on a horse or a donkey or whatnot, to send a message to somebody in a whole nother land. We don't got to do that now. We don't need to go. It ain't 1770, and you got to send a message to another brother in 30, 40 states away, or 30, 40 countries away. You know, brothers don't have to go to other nations dealing with harsh weather to go send a message or preach and teach. We don't have to do that. That's not commanded of us in that way. Yeah, and that's the end of that. Let me see. So now I'm gonna finish up with this Romans chapter 10 real quick. Let me see. I'm tripping. This is Romans chapter 10, and I start at verse 3. For they being ignorant of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai righteousness and going to establish their own righteousness. And this goes to Nate. You don't have to go, literally, you don't have to do something like that. You don't need to go to other nations and teach. You don't even know the laws of these other nations. If you don't know the laws of these other nations, you can get in serious trouble. You can get locked up. And have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And yeah, we supposed to submit ourselves to the righteousness of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We don't supposed to be trying to establish our own righteousness like we Yahweh. If even Yahweh submit himself to Yahweh. So there's an order in things. For Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth. And yet ultimately the Lord established righteousness. Yahweh Shai established righteousness. Yahweh Shai, he went to other countries and whatnot to teach, but it's not even that. Yahweh Shai did his thing and walked. He went to Galilee, so on and so forth. He went to these other places and preached. But that was doing way back then. We're in a new era, the modern era. They didn't have cell phones. They didn't have the technology we have now. And you have to apply the things that happened back then and understand what it is now. For example, like I just said, there wasn't no cell phones. There wasn't Wi-Fi. There wasn't Wi-Fi routers. There wasn't cars. There wasn't planes. They had horses and carriages and donkeys. That's what they use for travel. We don't have to do that. The Lord is making it to where those that get the truth, get the truth. Those that get the truth and fall out, they get the truth and fall out. Those that get the truth, hold on to the truth and be woken up and be of the elect. That's how it is. That's how the Lord got it, man. We don't have to go to no other nation to teach. So that challenge he issued, that don't follow that shit, man. But, Lord willing, this video is edifying and quick and straight to the point. Before I close out, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakwadash. On to the next one. Shalom.